So one of the things we want to take a look at are where you rank, because all of these numbers are all nice and well and good, but what do they really mean? So let's take a look at where you rank. This is one of the ranking programs we use, and I'm going to show you how ranking programs can be inaccurate. But these are the different phrases that we checked. Bankruptcy attorney, lawyer, Tucson bankruptcy, and you can see them here and where you rank for those. So what I did was pulled up an actual rank and did a search for Tucson bankruptcy attorney, and what you'll notice up here again are the pay-per-click ads. I noticed that you've got an ad over here on the side, and then we have the organic results, which this is interesting. I haven't seen this in a while, but there's somebody here has these top 4 spots, and it's different pages on all of that. I'm going to explore that a little bit more. It's interesting. And then we get down to the Google Places pages, and we come down here until we find out where you're listed at right in here. So you're quite a ways F. So you're number 6 in that. Really, you want to be up here. That's ideally the spot you want to be to get the most amount of traffic. So let's take a look at some of your competitors on that and see what they look like. I'm not going to go into a great detail on this particular tool and how it works, but what I have is I have your site listed up here, and then like I said, we're showing with this program it shows that you're number 3, but we know that you're actually farther down here in this range. Anything you see here in red, that means it's more competitive. Anything you see in green, it's less competitive. After looking through all of this and finding out, so why do I rank, or why do you rank where you rank instead of being at the top? One of the big things that come to my mind are the number of pages on your website. So these guys up here that are ranked above you, they all tend to have more pages on their site than you have. So it's something you might want to consider, is adding some more pages through your blog to increase the number of pages on your site. You've got a fair amount of backlinks. We can certainly do better with that. You've done well with your meta tags and your titles and descriptions and such. And you've done a pretty good job of spreading out where your backlinks are coming from. I would say anything that's another area that a lot of people are weak in. Like this guy here, he's got a whole bunch of links, but they're all coming from the same place. So, or this gal, I should say, Susan. Not going to get as much traction with that. So what do we need to do to fix that? Looking at your Google Places page, there's a lot of things that need to be done on that. That is initially where I would start. And then as we start building citations to that, then you start getting more backlinks to your page. And then we start working on promoting the citation, I call them citations. They're basically directory sites that are, that Google deems as authoritative. So, we want to make sure that you're in all of those. And then after we do that, we start building some links to those to increase their authority status. We build some links back to your website to kind of push it up. So, really what we're trying to do is take all of this and put it together and move it forward. Google's changed. You can't just do SEO. You can't just do places pages anymore. We talked about the return on investment. The question that always comes to mind is, how much is this going to cost me? How long is this going to take? And the answer to that is, I don't know. We've set out a budget, and I think that realistically, you talked $1,000. If we scale back the number of keywords that we're promoting to this, somewhere between 5 and 7, we can certainly stay in that budget range. And you'll see some good improvements. Naturally, the more money you throw at it, the faster it's going to go. But, I think with your budget and we scale back the number of keywords, we can easily take care of that. The other thing is how long it takes. I've seen some of these things jump up in 45 to 60 days, and then I've seen others take, 8 months. So, typically I tell our clients, you're looking at least a 6-month commitment, and after 6 months, you'll be able to determine whether or not you had a successful campaign. My thought is that based on what I'm looking at, in 6 months, you should be seeing some pretty good results based on what I looked at. So I'm going to get these videos wrapped up, get them sent over to you. We'll try and touch bases with you sometime either tomorrow or next week if you're open to that. If not, I hope these have been beneficial, and I wish you the best. Have a great weekend.